Namaste. Welcome to another edition of Subhu's Launch Talk. I'm very happy today. The reason being, this episode is my 50th episode, a Golden Jubilee episode. A journey that I started rather nervously, thinking, what is it that I am trying to convey through Subhu's Launch Talk, and will it reach my audience? And I'm happy to say that the journey has been self revealing, and also a self satisfaction is what I have derived from the responses that I get from the audience that regularly sees Subhu's launch talk. I have some hardcore fans who would remind me to make an episode and encourage me to talk as often as possible. So today it's a celebration of Subhu's launch talk 50th episode. Because in life you have each milestone, you have to convert it into a celebratory moment. For two aspects. One is you celebrate the journey of what has happened and look forward to the journey further. To bring these two together, there is a celebratory event. Now, what is it that I'm going to do in this celebratory event? नाच गाना तो नहीं करूँगा, but the episode makes me so happy that my mind is going through some nach gana. It is so happy. It started with a very, so in this 50th episode, I want to take you through to the history of Subhu's launch talk. Why was it started? What was my intention? And what is the response? And also how one can get a benefit by listening to Subhu's launch talk. My version. Basically, I have gone through different stages in my life: childhood, youth, and now I am in the stage of Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha means, Vana means forest. So at a particular age, it says now the time is for Tirtha Yatra. Vanaprastha, you go to the forest. So in real life, you can't go to the forest in modern terms. You can go to Tirtha Yatra, and also during Vanaprastha, it is said you share your experiences to the generation, next generation. That's how the civilization gathers the intellectual property of the previous generations. So you'll ask me why I started. A casual conversation with my daughter, and she told me, Dad, why don't you put your thoughts in YouTube? And I started rather gingerly, saying, what is it that will interest my listeners and will be of some benefit to them if they spend some 15 to 20 minutes on my channel. So I didn't want to make it a sort of uh, a simplistic affair. I wanted it to be a serious talk, pick a subject, and then share my views and document my thoughts for posterity. Subhu's launch talk is like a reference channel for posterity. It is not, it is timeless. The subjects that I choose is timeless. And what is that subject? The subject is self-development. Till human live in this world, or human life is possible in this earth, self-development is a topic which will always be discussed. So I said, let me narrow down to self-development. And when I say self-development, it is a turning point. You require some turning points. As you move, there are certain times when you feel this is the end, and you require a new knowledge so that the end becomes a bend, and it's a turning point. Because I also look for some turning points. Very recently, I came to know in my dad's family, my grandfather had four brothers. That was in times of 40s and 50s. I'm talking about 40s, 50s. And I realized in 40s and 50s they were graduates, and one of them was a lawyer. Those are the times when just a 9th standard or a 10th standard attempt was enough. Learn some typing shorthand and get to work. But my grandfathers and his brothers were graduates during that time. And unfortunately, there is nothing that we could document, or we could lay our hands to how they thought, how they faced their lives, because there was no YouTube, neither was there any documentation. So the entire intellectual property right that we talk about today was just went off along with them. So we are back to zero. जितना build-up किया था वो build-up completely zero. It is flattened and we start from zero. Then I realized, at least let me not do that. Let me encourage everyone in my generation, and those who are my colleagues and everybody, to share their opinions or to share their experiences to their next generation. Let me be the change I wanted. I want the change to be. But let me start with myself. Somebody may get inspired, and let me document this, that this is what I thought about this subject, and now it's there in the YouTube. And believe it or not, today I find myself talking for the 50th episode. 50 topics on self development, which is like a turning point. So, in the 50th episode, I am going to change my channel name to Subhu's launch talk, the turning point, and may it inspire everybody to find a turning point. If you are not in search of a turning point, why would you even waste your time looking at social media or looking at Subhu's launch talk and other things? There has to be some turning point. You're looking there, whether you're aware or not, there is something which is making you search for a turning point. And I assure you that what I'm sharing here will turn out to be a turning point. So thank you everybody for being with me in this journey. And today I'm going to talk on what are the aspects of turning point. So why does one require a turning point? One requires a turning point because one wants to be productive and efficient. You have heard these words very commonly: productivity and efficiency. So there is an urge within us to be productive and efficient. Now, when I say efficient, it means the reward or the benefit is more than the effort. If you do too much of effort and don't get that reward or benefit, then there is some inefficiency, or we call it as hard work. You work very hard. Like when someone was asked a solution to break a brick wall in a most efficient manner. So one candidate said, "Sir, I will start hammering it with a sledgehammer and bring the wall down." And the other said, "I'll get a bulldozer and raise this wall." Who is most efficient? The person with the sledgehammer is putting more effort, but the reward and benefit is not as per his effort. पसीना निकाला कुछ मिला नहीं बहुत. Whereas the other guy who decided to hit the wall with a bulldozer did smart work. The difference between hard work and smart work, and all these things happen with one's mind. So at the end of the day, we are looking at how to use our mind. So Subhu's launch talk is about influencing your mindset. If you can tune your mind a little bit here and there, you can find a turning point. What at the end of the day, youngsters who are seeing my channel, one day they become thought leaders. That is, I consider, a success of this channel, at least inspiring them to be a thought leader, to be mindful, to find a meaning in life, to be peaceful rather than be mindless, and do and and not concentrating on mind development. Now, what is it that the mind requires for you to generate thoughts that lead you to a particular way, way of doing things? Stomach requires food, mind requires talks. Talks generate thoughts, and thoughts creates leaders. So Subhu's lunch talk is providing the food for the mind to become a thought leader. You start with a large objective. Sometimes you may feel this, I may not be able to achieve this objective, but at least have a aim for the sky. At least you will reach the top of the tree. So similarly, aim to become a thought leader. At least you will start thinking before acting, rather than act and then wonder, why didn't I think? So you will ask, there are so many people talking about self development, there are so many people who are giving so many advice, there are so many people who say whatever they feel like. How can we adopt each and everything from so many people? Everybody, either they convince or confuse. So what do? Do we listen to each and everybody? So my answer to that question is, listen to everybody, but the purpose of the talk is not only to explain things. The purpose of any talk is not only to explain things, but also to explore possibilities. So you listen whatever is being explained, then explore possibilities, and from that possibilities you choose your own idea to become efficient. So that is how one gets the juice out of a sugar cane. So all talks are like sugar cane. You put from one side, and from the other side the crushed sugar cane will come out, but it leaves a saransh, it leaves a juice. So forget about that, but get the juice, and then that juice provides the quenches your thirst for knowledge, quenches, and that knowledge develops your mind, and that mind makes you a thought leader. So what is a way of following Subhu's launch talk to get a turning point? The answer is, revisit my videos again and again. Any subject you want to go deeper, it won't come, you won't it won't come the first time you listen. The juice, the saransh will not come in the first time you listen. The more you keep listening the same thing again and again, each time you will get a different dimension. Each time it will be a different dimension. I tell you a story, a Zen story. There was this guy who came to the Zen master and said, Zen, you live in this forest for so many years. I am doing a thesis on the forest. Please give me the data, what you have. The Zen master was happy. Okay, good. You are doing a thesis on forest. Please come tomorrow. He was wondering why the Zen master is not giving me the data. Anyway, he went the next day. The Zen master said, okay, now that you have come, I will give you the data, but first go and visit the forest. So he reluctantly goes, and he has to walk, he take difficult, take some difficulty and walk. He walked around the forest. In the evening, he came back and told the Zen, okay, as you said, I have walked around the forest. Now please give me the data. The Zen master asked him, what did you see today? So he said, I saw mountains, trees, rivers. He said, okay, I'll give you the data, but come tomorrow again. He came tomorrow, the same thing happened, same routine, and the Zen master said, go to the forest again. Again, he did the same thing, wondering why this man is not giving me the data and not releasing me. Why is he again making me to go do this, repeatedly? Comes back in the evening, tells the Zen master that yes, as you told, I have roamed the forest. Now give me the data. And the Zen master, what did you see today? So he said, I heard the birds singing, the waters, the streams making music, the earth smelling. And the Zen master said, okay, I'll give you the data. Please come back tomorrow. The next day again, the Zen master came. I came to the Zen master, and the Zen master told the same thing. Go to the forest again. And as he went to the forest, and as he saw little things, the birds, bees, the leaves, the the different types of fruits, everything he started seeing. And in the evening, he fell at the Zen master's feet and said, Zen master, today I knew, or today I know why you send me to the forest again and again. The Zen master said, why? He said, I came to ask you for the data, ready-made data from you. But you asked me to go to the forest again and again. By going to the forest again and again, each day I found something new. And today I am happy that each small thing in the forest is now in my head. See, henceforth, I may not be able, need not go to the forest. The forest is in my head. So all subjects are like that. You you go through it again and again. You'll find some new dimensions, and then that subject will be in your head. After that, turning point. You reach the turning point. So with that, thank you very much for all the subscribers, and thank you very much all the youngsters. I am also thankful to the senior citizens who are watching my program. I am thankful to everyone who take their time and spend some time for their own self development. Because if you don't take self development as your main objective, then you never get the turning point. So with that, I wish all of you, to find your turning points that will make your life more meaningful, that will bring peace in you, that will bring tranquility in you, and that will give you a new hope of leading your life enthusiastically and with cheerfully. Because in life, if you don't have enthusiasm and you don't have a curiosity, then you just living a life of a pashu. Pashu means animal. But your purpose or your search in this life is to become a Pashupati. That is a human excellence. Pashupati, human excellence, not like an animal. So, with that, I come to the end of this video, and it will be my effort to touch on various aspects that will create some meaning in our journey to explore our own thought processes so that it leads us to understand, if not change the environment, to understand the environment and adapt, and we become more like Buddha. Buddha means undisturbed. 100 things may go around. Buddha is undisturbed. You find your peace, and it's important. If you ask me what is a turning point is equal to find your peace in chaos. I say again, turning point is equal to find your peace in chaos. The chaos cannot go, but find your peace within it. And Subhu's launch talk will help you in that journey. So join me, support my channel, enjoy listening at least for 15 to 20 minutes, and get inspired to find your turning point to lead a meaningful and enthusiastic life. So if you like this video, with this I come to the end of this video. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon for more such videos. Once again, I thank all of you for this golden Jubilee episode. Until we meet again, goodbye and take care.